Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another Elite Battle League season. We're going to be doing the preseason interviews, and we are going to be accompanied. Well, I guess we're doing the interviews with Stone Family 64, aka MattyIce, who is also the commissioner of the Elite Battle League. How you doing today, sir?
I am doing well. I am alive.
I am doing well. I am alive. Gotta love his responses. Well, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. We already asked you the first question, which was how you were doing, and he's just existing, guys. But with us inching ever closer to the start of this season, what is going through your head?
uh, well, the main thing going through my head is my first match with Latin Luigi, the tier one Gengars, and he's got a Gengar on his team, and I'm having flashbacks to season one all of a sudden. So not too excited about having to take on a Gengar again to open up the season, but that is what it is. You know, random rolls on how the schedule turns out. You know.
Right. No, well, I'm pretty sure if anybody can overcome your difficulties, it's you. You know, you're a great battler.
Well, that and I've never won a season opening contest, and I'm still made the playoffs postseason. So
There you
if
go.
anybody can come back from a loss in the first week, it's me.
And you've definitely shown that through the past seasons as well.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Are you feeling more confident heading into the third season compared to the second season?
This is my favorite team I've had so far, so I feel pretty confident that I can do this. Plus, with the family
Okay.
league, the wife and the kids did with me, you know, I didn't win that one until season 4. I think I've mentioned that before in interviews. So I didn't win the first season. I'm pretty sure my wife did. I didn't win the second one. Christina did, and I can't remember who won the third one, but I ended up winning the fourth one. So I guess I always wait till late, anyways, to win these things. So I feel like this might be a good season for me to show what I can do.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that response. I like that a lot. How are your preparations? Excuse me, Jesus. How are your preparations coming along so far? Has anything changed from the way you've had to prepare from the previous seasons? Sorry, I can't talk
Yeah,
today.
actually, I'm gonna be real. You've helped me out more than anything. Pretty much the only Pokemon I had to build was I have to make sure Kartana's good, and I got to make sure Glalie good. The rest of them,
Okay.
you've honestly helped me build, and I appreciate that so much. It means the world to me. It's helped me focus on the background stuff for the league and also, the family stuff instead of having to take time away from my wife and kids to build the team. You already had Pokemon level 100, and you were like, here, just use this one. So that changed that preparation side. So basically, all I've got left is to build a Glalie, and we'll be good to go on the Braviary side.
There you go. There you go. And just to throw it out there as well, even though we are competing against each other, Matt has definitely created a channel in our Discord to where it's dedicated to helping each other out, which at the end of the day is what we're ultimately all about, is having fun and helping each other out. So
Yeah,
I'm happy.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, the funny thing is, we help each other train. You help me, I help you, you help Landon. I know Pidge was talking to me a couple days ago about maybe helping him in a couple of his matches. Obviously, we don't help each other in the matches where we got to fight each other, but everyone's got somebody they train with, and it's a little bit easier to reach out to a guy that's already in the league. So it's nothing new for the EBL. We all help each other, regardless of training, building, TRs. If somebody's missing a TR, everyone searches their game that day, and they're like, "Oh, I don't have it either."
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a great and that's a great thing to have established within the EBL community that we have. It's great. It's very wholesome. So
Yeah.
again, kudos and shouts out to you for all of that.
I appreciate
None
it.
of this would happen without you. But moving along here, do you have any specific goals for this season?
I had the MVP. I said last season, at the start of the season, I would love to win an MVP, as far as season or playoff MVP. And I did that. I had Kartana win the MVP. So it would be cool to get that back. Back-to-back season MVPs would be pretty cool. And then, obviously I'm going for the title. I started this thing. It's time for me to win a championship.
Okay, I like those goals. I like those. Uh, Now, that being said, looking at the team that you've drafted, how do you think your draft went? Did you have a plan while heading into the draft? Of course, you don't have to be specific or anything.
Yeah, honestly, the plan was it was a little interesting. Uh, Basically, I wanted 3 physical attackers, 2 special attackers, 2 speed Pokemon, 2 defensive or special defense Pokemon. I think that's how it all worked out. Just two, 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 and then I think it leaves over with a 3, or maybe it's a 1 or something. I think it is a 1. I think my special defense was where I was like, okay, I'm going to grab 1 special defensive wall. So I tried to do that for the most part. I don't think it came all the way to fruition. My round 7 pick wasn't supposed to be Glalie, but I grabbed Glalie after I saw the team that Derek was building because I knew I needed a freeze dry Pokemon. And then Klefki was my steel type Pokemon. A secondary steel type Pokemon because I got Kartana. But I wanted a steel and fairy type, mixture kind of. And Offline actually hit me up with the Klefki idea, and he was like, "You can pull prankster, you can do set up, and kind of do things to other people's team with Klefki." And I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." So basically, the idea was to get a more well-rounded team: 2 attackers, 2 special attackers, 2 speed mons, stuff like that.
Got it. Now, speaking of your draft and everything, did you have any picks that were stolen throughout the draft?
Well, yeah, funnily enough, the reason I needed the Klefki was because I was actually going for Steelix. And Steelix was the 8th pick on my team, but I think it was like the 7th pick on my wife's team. So, and I was making her picks for her. And I didn't feel morally right to take the Steelix, or to not draft the Steelix on her team. She was at work, so I was doing her draft for her. Okay. And I thought it would be wrong to skip the Steelix on her side when she had it slotted at number 7 and make sure that I get it at number 8, round 8. So I went ahead and made sure she picked the Steelix. And basically, I stole a Pokemon against myself.
Okay, I see what you mean with that. That kind of answers that second part of the question, how you were able to adjust to the changes. But you mentioned that you had the backups for Steelix,
yeah,
and whatnot.
Yeah, Offline Nuzlocke actually helped me do that. So shout outs to him. He helped a lot of coaches in this draft.
Yeah, he is great. He is awesome. Now, how are you feeling about the team that you were able to put together?
I love this team. We've got speed Pokemon in Kartana, and we've got Morphe defensive Pokemon and Togekiss. Dragapult's a wild card. I can pretty much do whatever I want with him on the special side. Alakazam might be squishy. He's not. You sneeze on him and he's gonna pass away. He's gone. But if I can get some moves off with him, he's gonna hit like a cannon. The one I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do with, honestly, is I've never ever, and I mean ever, used an Arcanine in any way, shape, or form. So I'm not sure what to do with the Arcanine. And the other one that's kind of iffy is Klefki, because like I said, Offline threw that out there. I was like, all right, we'll work with it. So I don't know too much about Klefki. I don't know too much how Prankster works. So that's going to be a work in progress. So it's going to be interesting to watch me work with the Klefki too.
Okay. Well, definitely can't wait to see how you're able to work work around your team and their abilities and whatnot. I think we might know the answer to this one. But are there any specific Pokemon on your team that the other teams have to watch out for?
Definitely Kartana, and watch out for...
I knew it.
Definitely watch out for Glalie. Glalie could be a sleeper Pokemon on my team, because the thing is, he's 80 across the board. So, 1 week I could set him up to be more of a speedy Glalie and shock people and maybe hit first on a couple of different Pokemon. He's not the greatest, but if I can get that speed up nature, and then put all EVs in speed. I could outspeed Pokemon that maybe I'm not used to. The people aren't used to Glalie outspeeding if they didn't invest speed into their Pokemon. Or with him being 80 across the board, one week I can make him a special attacker, the next week he's a physical attacker, and they're looking at my Glalie and they're like, oh, he's got crunch, and the next thing you know he doesn't have crunch because I made him a special attacker for this week, So
True.
Glalie definitely a wild card. I feel like I have two wild card Pokemon because Dragapult gets a lot of different moves. He's got a wide variety of moveset. And then Glalie, like I said, I can do whatever I want with him being 80 across the board on all his stats, base stat total. So very interested to see what I can do with my channel mascot, not just the team mascot, but the entire channel. So very happy to have him on the team.
Very, very good. Very good. I like that response. Do you think that we might know the answer to this one as well? Do you think that you'll have a potential MVP candidate for your team, or will your team be more balanced?
Kartana. I'm going.
I don't know why I'm asking this question for you.
I'm legit. I'm gonna do it again. I'm not going to do it again. I'm confident, so that's why I phrased it that way. But I'm going to attempt to do it again. I am riding the Kartana wave all the way to the playoffs, in my opinion. I'm gonna do my best to definitely get Kartana up to MVP status again, and maybe make it as much of a threat as people see Cinderace in the league. Because with you and Derek, the way y'all played Cinderace, everybody's like, "Oh, we gotta draft Cinderace. Oh, we gotta draft Cinderace." People let me get Kartana again. Like, do y'all not realize what I did last season with Kartana? 6-0 sweep, and then I 5-0'd the wife just with Kartana. So
Village slaughter.
I'm okay with that, but I'm just saying, no, everyone seems to still be sleeping on it. So if that's how people want to look at Kartana, and they're like, oh, it's a paper sword. That's fine. This paper sword's MVP. And I feel like I can do it again.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely see if that's definitely something that you're able to pull off. Excuse me. Are you confident in your ability to utilize your team to its fullest potential?
Everything except for, like I said, the Arcanine and the Klefki. I'm iffy about what those Pokemon actually do. I know Arcanine's a physical attacker. I know he can put in some work. I saw what he did against you last season in that battle with, if I'm not mistaken, it was Jeknation. Yeah. So Arcanine, I am interested to use an Arcanine, but I'm going to have to learn how to use him, if that makes sense. Let's see, extreme speed, fire fang, play rough, stuff like that. Player blitz maybe. I don't even know what he gets. So that's another thing I got to look at, is what does Arcanine even get? And then the Klefki, learning how to work Prankster into my advantage. You know what I mean?
Right.
Besides that, though, I feel confident in the rest of the team. I can, Weavile, speedy, hits hard. Dragapult's gonna do what it's gonna do, and like you said, the Village Slaughterer Kartana's back. So.
Okay. So looking back at the league, let's see here. I'll just pull you up. So looking back at the league, you are currently in the Dynamax division alongside Infernoman, the Doorman, Pokepidge, Derek Always More Videos, and Latin Luigi. When you saw who you were grouped with in the division, what were your thoughts when you saw this?
Frick, Derek is here. I was kind of hoping you and Derek would be in your own little division. I'd be over here with like 5 new guys, and I could just kind of be like, all right, guys, you're gonna bow down to the commissioner, and this is it. And then Derek's there, and then Landon beat me last season. So really, I've got the 2 guys that have beat me week 1 the previous 2 seasons, and I got the Gengar, Tijuana Gengar, Latin Luigi. I gotta fight him week 1. So I could literally have all 3 guys that beat me week 1 in the same division with me. And I'm not happy about that at all. But besides it's an exciting division though.
That's good. Maybe Maybe you should learn from your mistakes from season 2. Don't underestimate anybody.
Yeah, true. I'm
I know I
definitely not telling Latin my team before the match like I did with Landon.
There you go. I think you briefly touched upon this. Did seeing your division make you more excited for the season to start?
Yeah, definitely very excited because we got 3 new guys in this division with the Doorman, Pokepidge, and Latin. So that's 3 new guys. Granted, we don't get to play everyone in our division this season the way the season is set up. You're going to play 3 guys from your division and 2 guys from the opposite division, which actually sets up for an interesting run at the playoffs, which we'll touch on in a second, I think. I hope. But very excited to see how the division turns out because even without playing these guys, kill-death ratio is most important. We've actually changed that in the league as well to where kill-death ratio matters even more than head-to-head contests. So even if you've lost to an opponent, let's say Derek beats me this season, right? Okay. But we both end up 3-2. If I've got a higher kill-death ratio, I'm higher than him. Head-to-head contest is actually the backup tiebreaker.
Okay.
So very excited for the way these divisions could turn out.
Is there anybody in the league who you might consider your rival?
All right, I've got 2. I've got 2 rivals. One rival I don't face this year, which is obviously you. We could meet up in the playoffs. Yeah, we could end up playing in the playoffs. Obviously, you're that friendly rival that I'm friends with, but I want to beat you. I'm 1-2 against you in official EBL matches. Obviously, one of those losses was Season 1 championship. But very, very excited to have a potential matchup against you in the playoffs, which truly, call it confidence, call it cockiness. I truly believe both of us can make the playoffs, so that's very possible. And then the other rival that I have is obviously Max Game Reviews, the Detroit Lux Rays. We have never lost to Max, and we do have him on the schedule this season. And I don't see us never not being on the schedule against Max. But definitely excited to play him. And I'm going to say it now, I'm not going to lose to Max. I'm not going to let it happen. I'm going to be 4-0 by the end of the season.
Well, I don't know, dude. I feel it. This is the season for the Detroit Lux Rays,
New logo and everything, too.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna do something. He's gonna do something, man. He might beat Atlanta.
No, he can be 4-1, but that one's gonna be against Atlanta.
He's gonna beat Atlanta. I can see it. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around there.
Nah, you're good.
Honestly, though, I think everybody has the potential to make it. Everybody picked really well this season.
Yeah, everyone can beat everyone. I truly believe that.
Looking back at the league, which teams from each division is looking the most dangerous, not including your own, of course?
Yeah, for my division, the Dynamax division, I'm actually going to give it to the Texas Tyranitar, which I know a lot of people aren't doing. But I see him running a Trick Room team, and the reason I think that's the scariest is because if you outspeed, that is a killer threat. And all he's got to do is slow things down, make it flip to his side, and he's running that Reuniclus, he's running Stakataka, Tyranitar, Escavalier's not I think it's kind of middle of the road in speed. Seismitoad's not the fastest, so.
Actually, Escavalier is slow as heck.
Is it?
Yeah,
so
it's almost on par with Shuckle, dude.
There you go. So definitely that Trick Room team could be scary. I ran Trick Room Season 1. Got me all the way to the championship and floundered at the end. But seeing another Trick Room team, because we didn't have one last season. So seeing a new Trick Room team this season, and, it's kind of ran around Reuniclus again. Very, very interesting to see. Very, very worrisome on that end. And we'll have to see how he does. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But for the Mega Division, the scariest
Mm-hmm.
team on that side.
Take a look there.
I'm just reading everybody's team really quick. Obviously, you're scary because you're the two-time champion. But as far as if we take that aspect out, I'd have to say Yeltnip's team is pretty scary. The Iggly buffs, you know,
Okay.
he kind of he's got Primarina, but he can counter. He's got Primarina, which is Fairy type, Water type. He's got Grimmsnarl, which is very dark. He kind of bounces his typings off of each other and covers it that way. Lucha with the fighting flying. Scizor protects his fairies with the steel typing. So very interesting to see. He's got Ferrothorn, which keeps the steel type going from Scizor into having grass type there instead of bug type. So it's kind of like he just. There was a Nuzlocke that Landon did where he had to catch a Pokemon and use one of its typings to catch a different Pokemon, and it seems like that's kind of what Yeltnip did with his team.
Yeah, no, I like Yeltnip's team the way it's the way everything is covered up. Of course, more of that will be covered in the power rankings, which will be coming soon.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. Yeltnip's team is definitely definitely scary. I don't remember if I asked you this question, but because I kind of like skipped over it. But is there anyone in the other division that you would want to face?
Anyone in the other division?
Yes.
Well, with the way the playoffs are set up this season, we could end up facing anyone at any time in the playoffs because once we get to the playoffs, the top 4 teams from each division will make it in. And then we're getting rid of divisions and taking those 8 teams and setting them in order from best record to worst record. 8 will play 1, so on and so forth. So you can end up playing anyone. So hopefully, like in the first week, I could end up playing my wife and get some revenge.
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Like I would not mind spanking her booty one good time.
In the game, right? In the game, right?
However you want to say it.
I'm just
in game, not in game. I'm down.
All right. So I already asked you which teams are looking the most dangerous, not including your own. On the flip side, are there any teams that you feel might be underestimated but could perform beyond expectations?
Max, game reviews. I hate to say it, I truly believe people are going to sleep on Max because in 3 seasons, or 2 seasons of the Elite Battle League, Max has only won 3 games. Now you're talking about the first 10 games plus his playoff game against me, so that's 11 games he's played total, and he's only won 3 of those games. I could legit see people being like, okay, Max is not that good. However, I disagree with that because most of his matches, now he's got some matches that aren't close, but most of his matches are pretty actually close matchups. Mm-hmm. He's either got bad luck that falls his way, he needs a crit, something like that never appears, or he needs somebody to get a burn or something. But he plays really well. He just needs some of that luck to fall on his side, and I think with this season, with him not moving, he's set in place. He's got determination this season from talking to him personally. He is going to be preparing hardcore for this season. So I could definitely see the Detroit Luxrays doing well in 4 of their 5 matchups this season.
Okay. No, I agree. Some people might sleep on Max. Personally, looking at that draft, I'm not. That thing is scary.
Yeah.
It is scary. We are bringing this question back from previous seasons to end off the interview. Why are you going to be the champion of the Elite Battle League at the end of the season?
Because it's just freaking time, okay? This is ridiculous. I created this thing. All of you should have just bowed down in season 1. No, I'm just playing. I've got a well-rounded team. Very good balanced team, I think. And, that could... I feel like you had that last season and it kind of did well for you. Granted, you felt like I know you personally felt like you struggled with your team, but you ended up 4-1. You never lost a playoff match, obviously winning the championship. So definitely with a well-rounded team, more well-rounded than I've had in previous seasons. I feel like this could be the season that I do it, and I've got a spot already picked up. It's gonna go right here. I'm pointing at it. The trophy will be right here, guys. Every day, they will be able to see it on stream. When I win the season 3 of the Elite Battle League.
I'm going to go ahead and speak on behalf of the coach of the Miami Dragonites. That's not going to happen.
The wife's over there pointing at herself, saying she's gonna win. So that.
There you go. There you go. Alrighty. Well, is that it for the championship part for you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's our preseason interview with the coach of the Atlanta Braviary, MattyIce, aka Stone Family 64, the commissioner of the Elite Battle League. Please be sure to show him some love, along with all the other coaches in the Elite Battle League. I wish you the best of luck this season, and we'll be seeing you soon.